Well, we're excited that running back Mark Ingram is with us now. Mark, welcome to Houston. Welcome to the Texans. We're excited that you're here. Let's get things going. Money aside, why did you choose to come here?
Man, it was just a great opportunity for me to be able to come and, prove myself once again. The Texans, they called and they were interested in me and they flew me in for a visit. And I did all my stuff and, they were interested in me, and were interested in signing me. And, that's always, great. You know what I mean? When you want to be, when you're wanted by someone and you feel like that. And obviously, Coach Culley, I was with him in the past 2 years in Baltimore, and just the opportunity to come, be a bright spot and leave a positive impact on this organization. I'm looking forward to doing that and earning the respect and just being the best player I could be, the best person I could be. I'm looking forward to proving myself.
Mark, there are a lot of Texans fans that have seen you play, in particular the two games that we saw, which were not very good for the good guys, that you played very well in. But there are a lot of Texans fans that may not have seen you play or have not seen you play lately. How would you describe your play and what you bring to an offense?
Man, a lot of passion, high effort, and I'm just trying to compete and win every play. I'm trying to be successful on that play, whatever it needs, whether I have to, get 1 yard for a first down, whether I have to catch the pass and break a tackle to make a big play, whether I have to step up in the A-gap and pick up a linebacker, take it off the pressure off the quarterback. If I have to encourage people with words, whatever it may be, I'm just a guy who gives everything I have, gives whatever it takes to be a winner and to help my teammates win and to be the best player I could be, the best person I could be, to prepare myself to play at the highest level week in and week out. That's what I'm striving to do. And, I could run with physical. I could run with power. I could break a long run. I could catch the ball out the backfield. I could run inside, outside, pick up pass pro, whatever's needed me to do. A complete 3-down back, 4-down back, could do it all, whatever's asked of me.
Yeah, Mark, John referenced it. Each of the last two seasons, you basically averaged, 45 yards a game or 45 yards a carry against the Texans. So thankfully, we don't have you on the schedule in that regard this year. But because of circumstances last year, you didn't play as much. So stands to reason you're pretty fresh. You're pretty invigorated. Am I correct in that assessment?
No, you're 100% correct. Obviously, when I imagined how my season was going to go last year, that wasn't necessarily, on the agenda. But,
Sure.
One thing I look at a positive about it is I am fresh. I am healthy. I feel great. Coming into this offseason, I'm like, I feel great, man. I have no ailments. I'm like, I'm getting stronger. I'm getting faster. I'm getting more explosive. So, although, it didn't go as I wanted it to, it was a blessing in disguise because my body is just had time to recover and feel good. And now I can come into an off season and really focus on training hard, really focus on improving in many areas, making my strength stronger, making my weaknesses strengths, and just taking care of my body, taking care of my health, and preparing myself to go into an off season and go into a training camp where I feel the best I've felt in many years. So I'm looking forward to it. And that way I'll be able to put my best product on the field for the Houston Texans and for my teammates. So I'm excited about it. And although the year didn't go as I wanted it to, it was a blessing in disguise to this point because my body feels healthy. I feel great. And I feel like my best football is still ahead of me and going into my 11th year.
Mark, you're like a football Flavor Flav. Like, you're the biggest hype man I think I've ever seen. Like, when NFL Films finds you on the sideline, you were pumping up your teammates. You have love for your teammates and the people that you go to battle with every Sunday. So I ask you this, and obviously you're way younger than either Drew or myself, but you've been in the league for a while. You've seen a lot. How important is it for you to share those experiences with younger players, whether the rookies come from college or guys that have just been in the league for a year or two? How important is it to share your experiences with them to help them get to a different level?
Man, it's very important. I mean, you got to pass the game down. You got to pass game down. I've had guys when I was young do that for me, from Drew Brees to Darren Sproles to Will Smith, rest in peace, New Orleans Saints, Marcus Colston, Roman Harper, just Lance Moore, just so many good veterans that I had, to come in and learn from when I was a young rookie, you know what I mean? And so just be able to pass down successes, pass down failures, pass down getting knocked down and getting back up, and just be able to pass down, like, just how to stay level-headed, control what you can control, prepare yourself to be the best player you could be, prepare yourself for every opportunity. You never know when your opportunity is going to arise. You just have to share those experiences to encourage young guys. And, that's just how you pass game down. That's how you develop a camaraderie within your team. That's how you develop a love and a bond within your team that's unmatched. And when you have that bond within your locker room, it flows into the playing field. You got to hold each other accountable. You never want to let your guy down next to you. So when you have those type of conversations and those type of transparencies within your locker room between everybody, you really get to know each other. You really develop a bond and a love for one another that flows into how you play on the field for one another. So it all goes hand in hand, and it's all relevant.
Hey, Mark, a few moments ago, you mentioned David Culley. He's the head coach now. You played for him the last 2 years in Baltimore, and you're like many who have talked about him. He's a magnetic guy. He's a nice guy. He's a lovable guy. But that's not why you like playing for him alone. There's a lot of substance to him. There's a lot of football knowledge to him. Can you kind of talk about that aspect of David Culley? Because we've all heard the wonderful things about his personality, and we've seen it up close, but there's a lot more to him, isn't there?
Yes. I mean, he's been in coaching for many, many, many years, at all levels, many different positions, and he demands perfection at the highest level. And whenever he approached the team in a meeting or he addressed the offense in a meeting, you could tell, his value and what he brings to the table. He's very knowledgeable. He's very educated on techniques, on coverages, on defenses, on offenses, like just a full spectrum. He's just a great coach. He's a student of the game, and he passes down that to his teammates. I've seen him hold the receivers to the highest standard possible in Baltimore, and then when he addressed the offense, hold us to the highest standard possible. And all while he's doing that, he's just a great person. He's always the same. He's consistent. You get the same person daily, and I respect that. He encourages you, he supports you, and as a player, you want to play hard for him to prove him, to make him right. So it's just a great thing. He's a great guy, and he's a great coach, man. He knows, like I said, he knows techniques, he knows defenses, he knows offenses, he knows the small nuances within battle and within the fight on the field, and he tries to give you the tools necessary for you to have success in those moments. And he'll do everything he can to prepare you for success and put you in a position to have success. And I've seen him do that for the past 2 years. So I'm excited to play for him in Houston, and I know all the rest of the guys will be too.
Mark, when we saw you come into the league back as a young pup, I believe it's 2011.
Yes,
I mean, you were just a dude that ran hard. You ran with power. You're fun to watch, and you've always been fun to watch. But over that time, you develop different skills, different traits, different things that come to you as you're in the NFL. What would you say is the one thing that's probably changed the most about you over your career until now? Is it vision? Is it understanding of defenses and fronts in things? What is it that's changed the most that's made the game easier for you going forward?
Man, so many things, man. So many things. Just the successes, the failures, the ability to control what I can control. There's many things within the game that you can't control. There's many things, what play call you get, how many times you get the ball, what situation you're in, if the play is blocked, if the play is not blocked. The ability to control what you can control, the ability to stay level-headed and be able to take advantage of the opportunities when they do present themselves, because everything's not always going to be perfect. And so you have to be on point, even though when things are going good or things are going bad. If I have 13 carries and I only have 20 yards, because maybe that's what has only been there, within the offense. But on the 14th carry, if somebody overruns and the cutback's wide open and you can hit them for 70, you have to be prepared and in the right mind frame and not frustrated to be able to take advantage of those opportunities. So just being able to control what you can control, not getting frustrated. If you worry about things you can't control, it'll drive you crazy. So you just try to stay in the moment, try to stay level-headed, and you always try to stay, each play has a life and history of its own. So you try to not let that play bleed over into the next play, good or bad, because this next play could be the play that changes the game. And so you have to approach every single play like that in order to have a good game, have a great game, because you never know when that play may arise. It might be play 1, it might be play 27, it might be play 70. You never know when that play may arise. So you always have to be on point, always have to be preparing, always have to be playing at your highest level, because you never know when that play can make the difference. So I just would say that just being calm, being cool under pressure, and being able to take advantage of the opportunities when they do present themselves. Obviously, vision. Obviously, coming out the backfield, being able to run routes on a backer or a safety. All those things are huge. You know what I mean? And successes and failures and repetitions will help you improve at that. But if your mind isn't right, and if you're not, if you're frustrated, or if you're bent out of shape, or and you're not there mentally or emotionally, when that play does arise and you miss it, it's huge. You know what I mean? But when that play does arise and you hit it, it's huge. So that's one thing I would say over my career that I've been good at, is just staying mentally in tune and focusing on what I control.
Yeah, you left out another thing that you've been good at. Your touchdown celebrations have evolved. You did that nice roundhouse kick on the Texans logo, which hurt me back. I mean, it just broke my heart when it happened.
I apologize.
You're doing what you're doing. It's all good. So how does that evolve this year?
I hope to make better, memories,
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I mean? So.
No, it was funny when it happened. It hurt because it was part of a rough season. But how's that going to evolve for you? Having fun after you guys score, after good things happen for you.
And you got to have fun, man. And you got to have fun, man. We work our butts off, man. And so when you hit a big play that you've been working on in the game, in a crucial moment on 4th and 1, like, you celebrate with and you do it with your teammates. You do it by, you know what I mean? You just have fun. You enjoy the moment. And when you have guys who are having fun, you guys have fun playing together, and you guys have worked your butt off and you're reaping benefits, man, it's good to celebrate each other. It's good to enjoy the energy, man. It's good energy, but it's all relative and it's all within reason. You know what I mean? So if we're down, you know what I mean, and you can't be like doing crazy stuff, like, you know what I mean? But if we're winning and we're capitalizing our opportunities, and we thrive and we have fun together, and that energy is contagious, and that energy is infectious, and it flows over to the defense, it flows over to the special teams, it flows over to the offense, it flows over to the fans, it flows over within the organization, and so everybody feeds off each other, and that's when you have a good team. That's when you have a good culture. That's when you have a good environment. That's healthy for everyone.
All right, we got to wrap this up. Mark Ingram, we appreciate the time. Last question though: was that kick inspired by Mortal Kombat, Double Dragon, something else? Where'd you get the inspiration?
Cobra Kai.
Oh, no, Ip Man.
Oh.
What?
Master Ip. You don't know Master
okay.
Ip Man, man. Go check it out. If y'all ain't seen him, man, Ip Man 1, Ip Man 2, Ip Man 3, they all legit. And you'll see where I got the roundhouse from.
I've got some homework to do. I'll check that out. All right. Mark Ingram, we appreciate the time. We can't wait.
You go check those movies out. You won't regret it.
All right. I'll take that into consideration.
All
hey,
right.
We're looking forward to seeing you on the field. Thanks so much for the time. Best of luck as this season unfolds, okay?
Thank you.